What's up, Magic Nerds? Today we are taking a look at building Golbez Crystal Collector from the new Final Fantasy set. He is a 2-drop Dimir human wizard. Whenever an artifact enters under our control, we surveil one. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more artifacts, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Then if you control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power. Overall, our strategy is to pack the deck with some high-power artifact creatures that, upon entering, will make our opponents lose a ton of life with our commander's effect. Luckily for us, we can use artifact tokens to contribute to his effects, so getting to 8 artifacts won't be as daunting. Let's start off with the heavy hitters that we ideally want to get into our graveyard, to be ready for our commander's second effect. Cards like Ancient Stone Idol, Metalwork Colossus, and Triplicate Titan are a great start. Some non-artifact choices include the Ancient One, Stormtide Leviathan, and Death Shadow. Really anything with high power will be good here. We just want to have a decent number of these cards to not only have good hits for our commander, but also have solid bodies for our battlefield. Next, we want to proc our commander's first ability, and populate the board with artifact tokens to fulfill the requirement for his second ability. Treasures will be an easy way to achieve this. Let's throw in black market connections, revel in riches, and collector's vault to start. Thopter Assembly will serve as a way to generate lots of artifact tokens quickly while establishing a nice board presence. It also does have 5 power, so if it's our only target when our commander's second ability triggers, it's not a terrible hit to deal 5 damage to each opponent. Sharding Sphinx is a must-include in an artifact token synergy like this. We can start to snowball its effect to generate more and more Thopters, and can get out of control on its own if not dealt with. Transmutation Font is an excellent choice here as well. We can create a blood, clue, or food token, and we can sack 3 artifact tokens of different names to tutor for an artifact and put it on the battlefield. Next, let's round out the deck to synergize with our graveyard interaction. Though it's a risky choice, Angel of Suffering could be nice here. If we would take damage, instead we mill twice that many cards. We thus have a ton of options for returning high power cards to the battlefield and slugging our opponents for the maximum amount of damage. Imhotep the Stormlord is an excellent choice in this deck. We are going to be taking artifacts out of our graveyard pretty frequently, and whenever we do that, we will be creating 2 artifact warrior tokens, which synergizes very nicely. His second effect is also a nice combat boost as well. Tevil's Judgment is practically a must-include here. Whenever a card leaves our graveyard, we draw a card, create a treasure, or create a zombie. The Warring Triad is an awesome card for this deck as well. We get to mill to add 1 mana of any color, and eventually it will become a 5/5 with flying and trample when we have enough cards in our graveyard. Rook Turret has the potential to pop off when we create lots of artifact tokens, as whenever an artifact enters, we may draw and discard a card. We could strategically discard our high-power creatures and recur them with our commander to deal massive damage quickly. There are a couple lands worth noting before getting to our secret stars of the deck. Gaia Reach Sanitarium is a great include to force each player to draw and discard, which is just a way to squeeze another draw and discard ability into our deck. Takenuma Abandoned Mire serves a nice purpose of milling cards and returning a creature or planeswalker to our hand. Archway of Innovation is an awesome land that can give our next spell Improvise, which reduces the cost by 1 for each artifact we tap to cast the spell. Our secret stars of the deck are Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, and Haunt the Network. Tezzeret gives creature and planeswalker spells we cast affinity for artifacts, reducing their costs drastically. We can deal X damage to each opponent and gain X life, where X is the number of artifacts we control. That right there could win us the game at the right time. We can also return artifacts from our graveyard to our hand, and his ultimate exiles the top 10 of our library and puts all artifacts onto the battlefield. Haunt the Network creates 2 Thopters, then target opponent loses X life and we gain X, where X is the number of artifacts we control. If we can use one of these effects and then proc our commander with 8 or more artifacts on the battlefield, we could eliminate multiple opponents in one turn. What are your thoughts on this deck? If you made it this far, type Tezzeret somewhere in your comment. Thanks for watching, Magic Nerds.